You saw end of last night's game, Quinton left early. Good to go, I assume, for him today?
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he got taken care of and something came back pretty quickly.
Any lineup changes tonight?
There are, yes. Spence will come back in. I think that's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one.
With Spenny, was yesterday maybe just a chance to let him reset a little bit? I think we've seen that with some younger guys in the past.
Yeah, he had a really strong preseason. Didn't have the best first few games, so sometimes you got to take a breath, and then he's right back in. We believe in him. He's a good player, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes you just need a breath.
What's something you want to see in your team start tonight that maybe you haven't seen yet?
Well, we want to see what we started playing like in the second period just happen in the first period. I think we're ball pretty clear on that. Guys are well aware of that, disappointed themselves, and so we should see a much better start.
When we look at the numbers of yesterday's game, it feels like you created enough to win a hockey game. What do you feel? Was it a lack of execution, a lack of finish? How do you analyze it?
Well, I mean, sometimes there's two different things at play there. They got out to a good lead early, so they didn't push us as much as probably they would have had to had they been, trailing or close. But then I thought their goalie played good on the chances that we did have. So that was probably the biggest thing. We were at the net. Goalie made some saves through some screens, so you always got to make sure you're going to the net and getting traffic, and we did have that in the second half of the game.
Do you think that at this point in time, this long road trip is weighing on the players a little bit, even though it's early on in the season, per se?
No, I mean, I don't think so. It's the nice part of this is we were in Canada, in Ottawa and Toronto, Montreal. These are three of the best places to play. People have a lot of family and friends around in these areas, so there's a lot of people that they know coming to the game, so that usually gives them a little extra boost. So I think that really helps us, being that this is a pretty long trip.
What's the biggest challenge when you're starting the season almost 3 weeks on the road? It's pretty rare to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think we've handled it pretty well. We have a chance to have a pretty good road trip here if we can get the 2 points tonight, and we'll go home rested and be able to rest just a little bit. But we got to get our job done tonight. If we get our 2 points here, we'll be pretty happy with the trip.
What does it look like to you when Phil Deneau is playing his best hockey?
Well, tenacious. Phil's a tenacious player on offense and defense. That's the great thing about Phil is he plays both ends hard. And so what I'm looking for him, 2 hands on the stick, into people, winning puck battles. That's when Phil's at his best.